saan, kailanman, my favorite FM radio. Di ba mas bagong tunog, para sa lahat ay inihahandog. Halika, mabubusog, ating mga tenga sa mga tugtog na mas pinapalawak, na musika at balita ay pinapalaganap. Naglilingkod, nagbubuklod para sa mamamayan. Palagi kang kasama kahit nasan ka man. Buong bansa ay iisa. Music Radio, lagi ka pinapakinggan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite Music Radio, hindi na ka maaasahan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite FM Radio. Tugon, umaaksyon sa lahat ng panahon. Lagi mong kasama sa pagbangon. Mas pinapalawak para mga Pilipino kasama. Naglilingkod dahil buong bansa ay iisa. My favorite Music Radio, lagi ka pinapakinggan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite Music Radio, ang pinaka-maaasahan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite app, my favorite Music Radio, lagi ka pinapakinggan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite Music Radio, ang pinaka-maaasahan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite music. Di ba narinig nyo na, lalong-lalo na mga magandang musika? Di ba dyan nagtatapos ang ating mga pinagsamahang masaya? Mas pinapalawak para mga Pilipino kasama. Naglilingkod, nagbubuklod para sa mamamayan. Palagi kang kasama kahit nasan ka man. Lahat kasali dahil my favorite Music Radio, lagi ka pinapakinggan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite Music Radio, ang pinaka-maaasahan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite FM Radio. Di ba mas bagong tunog, para sa lahat ay inihahandog. Halika, mabubusog, ating mga tenga sa mga tugtog na mas pinapalawak, na musika at balita ay pinapalaganap. Naglilingkod, nagbubuklod para sa mamamayan. Palagi kang kasama kahit nasan ka man. Buong bansa ay iisa. Music Radio, lagi ka pinapakinggan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite Music Radio, ang pinaka-maaasahan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite FM Radio. Tugon, umaaksyon sa lahat ng panahon. Lagi mong kasama sa pagbangon. Mas pinapalawak para mga Pilipino kasama. Naglilingkod dahil buong bansa ay iisa. My favorite Music Radio, lagi ka pinapakinggan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite Music Radio, ang pinaka-maaasahan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite app, my favorite Music Radio, lagi ka pinapakinggan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite Music Radio, ang pinaka-maaasahan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite music. Di ba narinig nyo na, lalong-lalo na mga magandang musika? Di ba dyan nagtatapos ang ating mga pinagsamahang masaya? Mas pinapalawak para mga Pilipino kasama. Naglilingkod, nagbubuklod para sa mamamayan. Palagi kang kasama kahit nasan ka man. Lahat kasali dahil my favorite Music Radio, lagi ka pinapakinggan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite Music Radio, ang pinaka-maaasahan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite FM Radio. Di ba mas bagong tunog, para sa lahat ay inihahandog. Halika, mabubusog ating mga tenga sa mga tugtog na mas pinapalawak, na musika at balita ay pinapalaganap. Naglilingkod, nagbubuklod para sa mamamayan. Palagi kang kasama kahit nasan ka man. Buong bansa ay iisa. Music Radio, lagi ka pinapakinggan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite Music Radio, hindi ka maaasahan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite FM Radio, umutugon, umaaksyon sa lahat ng panahon. Lagi mong kasama sa pagbangon. Mas pinapalawak para mga Pilipino kasama. Naglilingkod dahil buong bansa ay iisa. My favorite Music Radio, lagi ka pinapakinggan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite Music Radio, ang pinaka-maaasahan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite app, my favorite Music Radio, lagi ka pinapakinggan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite Music Radio, ang pinaka-maaasahan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite music. Di ba narinig nyo na, lalong-lalo na mga magandang musika? Di ba dyan nagtatapos ang ating mga pinagsamahang masaya? Mas pinapalawak para mga Pilipino kasama. Naglilingkod, nagbubuklod para sa mamamayan. Palagi kang kasama kahit nasan ka man. Lahat kasali dahil my favorite Music Radio, lagi ka pinapakinggan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite Music Radio, ang pinaka-maaasahan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite FM Radio, di ba mas bagong tunog, para sa lahat ay inihahandog. Halika, mabubusog ating mga tenga sa mga tugtog na mas pinapalawak, na musika at balita ay pinapalaganap. Naglilingkod, nagbubuklod para sa mamamayan. Palagi kang kasama kahit nasan ka man. Buong bansa ay iisa. Music Radio, lagi ka pinapakinggan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite Music Radio, ang pinaka-maaasahan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite FM Radio, umutugon, umaaksyon sa lahat ng panahon. Lagi mong kasama sa pagbangon. Mas pinapalawak para mga Pilipino kasama. Naglilingkod dahil buong bansa ay iisa. My favorite Music Radio, lagi ka pinapakinggan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite Music Radio, ang pinaka-maaasahan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite app, my favorite Music Radio, lagi ka pinapakinggan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite Music Radio, ang pinaka-maaasahan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite music. Di ba narinig nyo na, lalong-lalo na mga magandang musika? Di ba dyan nagtatapos ang ating mga pinagsamahang masaya? Mas pinapalawak para mga Pilipino kasama. Naglilingkod, nagbubuklod para sa mamamayan. Palagi kang kasama kahit nasan ka man. Lahat kasali dahil my favorite Music Radio, lagi ka pinapakinggan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite Music Radio, ang pinaka-maaasahan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite FM Radio, di ba mas bagong tunog, para sa lahat ay inihahandog. Halika, mabubusog ating mga tenga sa mga tugtog na mas pinapalawak, na musika at balita ay pinapalaganap. Naglilingkod, nagbubuklod para sa mamamayan. Palagi kang kasama kahit nasan ka man. Buong bansa ay iisa. Music Radio, lagi ka pinapakinggan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite Music Radio, ang pinaka-maaasahan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite FM Radio, umutugon, umaaksyon sa lahat ng panahon. Lagi mong kasama sa pagbangon. Mas pinapalawak para mga Pilipino kasama. Naglilingkod dahil buong bansa ay iisa. My favorite Music Radio, lagi ka pinapakinggan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite Music Radio, ang pinaka-maaasahan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite app, my favorite Music Radio, lagi ka pinapakinggan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite Music Radio, ang pinaka-maaasahan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite music. Di ba narinig nyo na, lalong-lalo na mga magandang musika? Di ba dyan nagtatapos ang ating mga pinagsamahang masaya? Mas pinapalawak para mga Pilipino kasama. Naglilingkod, nagbubuklod para sa mamamayan. Palagi kang kasama kahit nasan ka man. Lahat kasali dahil my favorite Music Radio, lagi ka pinapakinggan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite Music Radio, ang pinaka-maaasahan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite FM Radio, di ba mas bagong tunog, para sa lahat ay inihahandog. Halika, mabubusog ating mga tenga sa mga tugtog na mas pinapalawak, na musika at balita ay pinapalaganap. Naglilingkod, nagbubuklod para sa mamamayan. Palagi kang kasama kahit nasan ka man. Buong bansa ay iisa. Music Radio, lagi ka pinapakinggan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite Music Radio, ang pinaka-maaasahan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite FM Radio, umutugon, umaaksyon sa lahat ng panahon. Lagi mong kasama sa pagbangon. Mas pinapalawak para mga Pilipino kasama. Naglilingkod dahil buong bansa ay iisa. My favorite Music Radio, lagi ka pinapakinggan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite Music Radio, ang pinaka-maaasahan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite app, my favorite Music Radio, lagi ka pinapakinggan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite Music Radio, ang pinaka-maaasahan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite music. Di ba narinig nyo na, lalong-lalo na mga magandang musika? Di ba dyan nagtatapos ang ating mga pinagsamahang masaya? Mas pinapalawak para mga Pilipino kasama. Naglilingkod, nagbubuklod para sa mamamayan. Palagi kang kasama kahit nasan ka man. Lahat kasali dahil my favorite Music Radio, lagi ka pinapakinggan kahit saan, kailanman. My favorite Music Radio, ang pinaka-maaasahan kahit saan, kailanman.
sa buong Pilipinas, mga ka-vibes. It is now exactly 10:14 alas 10:14 na, and you're still listening to your favorite radio station in Cebu. 93.1 FMR, mga ka-vibes. Mao Na Ni, sama-samang gisaan, dagi ng buntag, mga ka-vibes. We have a special guest this morning atong makauban diri sa atong station, no? And syempre, dahong kalipay namo nga nibisita sila diri, mga ka-vibes. Is very exciting og mga ka-vibes is very exciting og very exciting and promising a project, mga ka-vibes. Exciting and promising a project, mga ka-vibes. Makauban nato, mga ka-vibes, the cast, and of course, vibes, makauban nato, mga ka-vibes, the cast, and of course, the director of this upcoming biopic, mga ka-vibes, nga Edjop. We have Katski, Frankie, and of course, Elijah. Good morning, guys!
Good morning!
Ayan.
Oo nga eh. Maayong buntag sa lahat ng listeners.
Yan. Good morning. Welcome to Cebu, by the way, no?
Thank
you.
So, kamusta ba ang biyahe papunta dito? Hindi naman na-delayed?
Di naman, on time.
naman,
Maaga
on
pa
time.
nga yata kami.
Maaga, yan. No, tama, no? Kasi supposed to be around 10 o'clock tapos medyo maaga.
Yes,
oo.
napakaaga. I left around 4 a.m. Our flight was at 6:30.
Oh, at least, di ba? And syempre, you're here to promote Edjop, no? This upcoming biopic, no? So syempre, the first question here is that what does Edjop mean? Kasi if maririnig ng isang ordinaryong individual, ano ba yung Edjop? So maybe si Direk yung tatanungin natin.
Okay, ang Edjop ay biopic. Tungkol siya kay Edjop. Si Edjop ay isang tao, si Edgar Jopson. One of the most impactful and celebrated revolutionary heroes na namuhay during martial law era Philippines.
Oh, okay.
So that's the role that Elijah Canlas is playing. Kaki is playing.
I'm playing
the
that role?
Yes, you
Oh,
are.
okay.
I think you are. And then Katski Pangilinan, who's with us, is playing the role of Edjop's wife,
Oh,
Joy
okay.
Asuncion. So, yun yung tungkol siya sa buhay niya, kung paano nangyari yung mga nangyari sa buhay niya from a person who came from privilege, because he was a very wealthy person, who was a young man who came from privilege, and then eventually turned his back on that life to stand up and fight for what he believed was right.
Yeah.
And he was one of the most powerful labor organizers that lived during that time.
Oy, okay.
Yun.
So, more on the labor aspect pala yung ano niya. But of course, syempre, diba, nung panahon ng martial law, I think for sure si Elijah at si Frankie, hindi nila naabutan. Ako nga, hindi ko nga naabutan.
Ako rin
diba?
naman, hindi ko naabutan.
Wala nakaabot yun.
Wala nakaabot dito.
Wala nakaabot.
Wala.
Because syempre, we only learn about martial law in books. Diba?
Yes.
For example,
Classes.
Barely pa nga eh.
Oh,
Kasi hindi nila sabihin yung mga karahasan na nangyari.
Tama.
No?
May mga nangyayari na hindi nare-record, 'di ba? Hindi nare-record. So, bakit si Edgar Jopson, no?
Jopson.
Ba't siya yung napili natin na parang center figure ng story na ito amongst all of the activist groups or leaders during the martial law era?
Well, it started with it's a personal reason, because Edjop's eldest daughter, Joy Jopson, who is also playing a crucial role in the film, she is being played by Jody Santa Maria, is one of my oldest friends. So we've been friends since we were 12 years old, and nag-umpisa ang project na to nung pandemic pa, post-pandemic,
So 5
2021.
years.
Yes.
5 years in the making.
Actually, tiningnan ko sa Instagram yung stories ko. Yung first time na binasa ko yung UG after namin mag-usap ni Joyet. UG is the book based on his life, was Feb 2021. So it's a little over 5 years. So she approached me and said, "Do you want to help me make the movie about my dad?" And I've long been a fan of Edjop. I knew of him from even nung high school pa lang ako. And I took on the project. And so that's the personal reason. But the larger reason really is stories like this need to be remembered, retold over and over again. Kasi parang nung panahon na yun, very prevalent. We live in an age of so much disinformation, historical distortionism, revisionism. So I thought at the time, up to now, it's never been more timely to come up with films, to use what art and skills and talents I may have to play my part, do my part in making sure that our history, that part at least of our history is not forgotten so easily. So yun. That's the reason.
And now for Frankie naman and Elijah, of course, di ba, nasa younger generation naman kayo, no? When you first, read like the excerpt of the script or what's the plot, what made you say yes to the project? Let's start with Frankie.
Okay, I have a different experience though.
Yeah, we have different
different
experiences.
So, tell us about your experience.
So mine actually was so my first actually exposure to the story of Edjop came from my 16th birthday. Yung pasalubong po ng dad ko noon for me was the book UG mismo. So I'd actually at that point when Direk Katski, she DM'd me lang on Instagram. Sobrang suntok sa buwan noon because especially it was post-election. It was during a time when I was least likely to be checking my Instagram DMs out of personal. Parang medyo nahihirapan ako noon to check my own social media streams. But by some, I guess, coincidence, by some stroke of fate, I do think it was that because we don't even have mutual
connection.
We don't have mutual
friends.
connections, no mutual followers. Kasi madalas, diba, if you open an account, you can see followed by. We didn't really have any at that point.
Shot in the dark.
So such a shot in the dark. And I responded for some reason. There was no sort of, and I didn't know what it was about yet. She didn't mention yet. Actually, I think Direk nga said was like, you might not know him. I didn't know how to say sorry.
It was like a big surprise. That, she doesn't not just know him. She's read the book 3 times.
So specifically because my dad was an activist during the latter half of martial law era, which means that Edjop was their idol.
Ay, okay. So basically, even before na-pitch yung story sa'yo, you've already read about Edjop?
Yes.
Okay.
So the script came after, and then actually there was it was just that's sort of where I guess my own passion to do the film came from. It was specifically because I was actually, this is my first movie, so I was quite worried actually am I the right fit for this ba? Am I gonna be able to do this justice, especially knowing Tita Joy? And I think that what sort of gave me the confidence to be able to do it was also that I might not be the most prolific actress yet. I mean, I've never done like a film, but I do know Edjop. And I do know this story.
The connection is a bit personal.
Kaki is incredible in this film.
Oh, she is.
Every single person who's seen the offline cut, the early previews of this film has been astounded.
Breakout film
because
na to,
she
diba?
really is completely green. She knows. I mean, she's never done film. She's never acted before, except for 12 years old in theater. How old were you?
No, I was 17. 17.
I shaved off 5 years. But she's so new to film. And for her to have come up with that kind of a performance, I'm so excited.
So maybe it's really in the blood. And it's natural, no?
That's my wife.
How about
my husband?
How about si Elijah? How about you? Ano yung exposure natin from kay Edjop? And when you first read the script, what made you say yes?
I didn't even read the script. I was offered the young Edjop only,
okay.
not
Young
even.
Edjop.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I know of Edjop because I'm an activist as well. I did device performances on the martial law era back then, so I know of the figure Edjop, names like his. But I haven't read the book, not like Kaki. But when they offered the young Edjop role, I asked for the full script kasi di ako tumatanggap ng project kung hindi ko mabasa yung buong script. But they were like, no, it's really confidential.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, sorry, I can't do it. I can't do it if it's not the full script. So they end up giving the full script. I read the full script, and I wanted to play Edjop, even the old Edjop. I wanted to play all of him, all of him.
Honestly, there's a bit of a question on our end in terms of why was he considered for young Elijah, but I was only Joy. like I was.
Maybe I didn't know Direk either. May list si Direk noon, si Sir Neil Dazar, cinematographer, Jade Castro, or one of our writers. But Direk I haven't worked with before, so
We've never met.
Baka akala lang niya mukha akong baby. I don't know. Baka kaya young Edjop lang
Tsaka
yung
yung
offer.
image, it's also, to answer it a little bit seriously, talaga dito niyo ako tinanong. But to answer it a little bit seriously, with Elijah kasi, he was already, rising, if not a risen teen star at the time. That was 2023 when we were casting. And his image as a 16-year-old, nasa ganung age range talaga siya. High school. You were in a show.
in a teleserye
in a
na high
teleserye
school,
where you
senior
were in high
high.
school, senior high. So, si Kaki naman kasi is coming in fresh. So, because I wasn't constrained by any sort of public perception or image of her or brand of her as a film actress because she's never done anything before. So medyo ang kailangan ko lang isipin is, can she credibly look the age that Joy will reach before I transition to the older Joy, which is also incredibly performed by Menchulo Chenko Yulo. Si Elijah talaga, I will admit that this is gonna be one of the roadshow stories of this film. Ako talaga yung last on board on casting him as Edjop because I really felt he was young. He was really young. But everybody was rooting for him. Neil Daza, at some point, Joyet also was already consider na natin si Elijah. So I said, okay, I'll do that. But I have to be convinced that physically he can look older. And so he did the look test. He did a screen test. And thank God, I was proven wrong.
Yeah, no. So okay lang kahit na ikaw yung last pick, at least you were the chosen one.
It was meant for you.
Pag tinatanong ako lagi, paano mo nakuha yung role, ganyan, pinilit ko sarili ko. Pinilit ko. Kasi I love the project. I think it's very timely. I think it's an urgent story to tell, despite it being, a real happening way back decades ago. I still felt like it was an urgent story to tell. And right now, napapalabas na kami sa September 16 in cinemas nationwide. Ito na. Ilang taon na namin to pinaghirapan. I mean, hearing just the story of, how we landed the roles. Ang dami na namin pinagdaanan and now we're coming out.
Yeah, and you mentioned direct 5 years now. What was the process of creating the film and what took it so long?
Well, the quickest answer to why it took so long is funding. Sinasabi ko to sa mga fundraisers namin before, but I've been a filmmaker for more than 20 years. I've worked in mainstream, I worked in independent. A film of this scale has no business existing. Seriously, we have no business existing because of the scale of the ambition that we just refuse to shortchange or take shortcuts, right? So the reason why it took long is because it's completely independently produced. Okay. We don't have institutional grants. We don't have
a big studio.
We don't have a studio backing us up. We don't have that. So this is Edjop, the film exists on the backs of people who literally believed in the vision and what we're trying to do in our mission for why we wanted to do this film to begin with. Process-wise, filming took 2 years. I broke October of 2023 and we wrapped October of 2025.
So 2 years.
2 years yung production. Pero before kami nag-umpisa, syempre, pre-production kami. So research and development, script development was about a year and a half. And then a year and a half to 2, and then post-production was ongoing all the way. Tapos plus the 2 years ng shooting and then yung finishing. Roughly 5 years.
5 years. And gaya ng sinabi ni Elijah, this story is very relevant nowadays, no? Especially with all of the issues that we're facing in the government and the country that's very divided, no? So from a younger perspective, ano yung nandun ano yung nandun sa kwento ni Edjop na maki-carry on natin sa nangyayari sa ating lipunan ngayon? Parang ba't parang politiko?
Oh my! Tapos ang background music natin.
Ayoko kasi na
Hindi, inspirational lang ba?
Inspiring
lang ba?
Thank you for that question.
Oh, wow.
What's with the story of Edjop na sa tingin nyo as a younger generation, we need to embrace this story because this is very relevant.
Sakit ng younger generation.
No.
Yeah.
Tanggap naman natin.
Tanggap na natin yun.
Yes, go Frankie.
I think primarily kasi also in the movie, I think that the story engine very much it's not so much about the heroism but rather about the person, also in the context of his family, his relationships. And I think you can see how his activism was truly shaped by love and care for those around him. It wasn't like, because I think that there tends to be parang may stigma pagdating sa mga student activists and things, right?
Yes, that's true.
And a lot of the fight gets stigmatized as this thing of parang it's so angry, but then I don't know. Direct liked it when I said it that one time. That because I think the thing about anger is that it's just it's a different shape of hope. Because we don't get angry naman if we don't feel like better is possible. Kung ganon gumib up na tayo. But now it's when there's anger still and there's still this push to fight for something. it means that you know that what you hope for is sort of reasonable and just within reach. Doon ka nang gigigil kasi naaabot
Abot mo naman, nandun na.
Kasi kung hindi mo naabot, wag ka namang gigil, wala ka namang magagawa, di ba?
Exactly.
You're not gonna reach for it anymore.
Yes.
Exactly.
How about Elijah?
Madami sa generation namin ngayon na apolitical, mga feeling nila walang hope kung magsalita sila, walang laban, ganyan. Makikita dito sa pelikula, sa kwento ng buhay ni Edjop, na kahit saan pa siya nanggaling siya sa isang middle class na pamilya, may kaya, nag-aral sa Ateneo, all that, has a complete family, masayang pamilya, pero ang lalim ng pagmamahal niya para sa bayan, ang lalim ng pagmamahal niya para sa mga marginalized, sa mga nasa laylayan, and pinili niyang isacrifice yung parte ng buhay niya para ipagpatuloy yung laban na yun. And he may have died at a young age, but his story lives on. I mean, there's this movie to prove it, to back it up, and a lot of people, yung mga taga-NUSP, ina-idolize pa rin siya until now. Even Kaki's dad, diba? Like, parang figures like Kaki's dad na ina-idolize si Edjop. So parang I hope our generation gets inspired by his story and mabuo, or at least mas lumakas, tumatag yung pagmamahal nila para sa bayan na higit pa sa sarili.
Ayan. And parang the main target of this is really the younger generation.
Yes, which is actually the reason why we're here. We're in Cebu because we're launching a campaign we're calling Edjop Campus Conversations, where we visit universities around the country because we want to bring this film directly to the people that we want everybody to watch it across all generations, you know. But our heart, the heart of this film, it's for the youth. It is really for the youth and the students, the young people in these campuses. In a way, you could call them, they are the heirs of Edjop's legacy. I want to just add a little bit dun sa kaninang sinasabi ni Kaki at ni Elijah on what this film is really about. At the heart of the film, it's a film about hope. I want everybody, if there's one thing that you take away from this film, it's not a reckoning, it is not confronting, sure, it's a political film, of course, there's a political backdrop, is undeniable, but it is a story about one person's own attempt to stand up against, you know, this tyranny, to stand up for what he believed is right, and that it's possible to make a change, to be a force of change. So it's something that I want people, when they come to watch, especially the young people, and we're gonna talk to them, we're gonna go to the campuses, and we're gonna talk and ask them what their concerns are, what youth activism means for them now. Why is Edjop's story still relevant? Because it is. But we want to get it from them mismo, from the horse's mouth. And maybe through this movie, ma-inspire sila na ang pag-asa hindi siya nauubos.
Yes.
Which is actually a line in the film, but it's truly what we believe.
Beautiful.
Yes, beautiful.
Niyak ako dun direct.
Amen.
Niyak ako dun.
And gaya nga
Ako
na sinabi ni Kaki, there's really like a bad connotation when it comes to student activism.
Yes.
Na even in, for example, if parang nagwewelga ka, or you know, you activist ka within the school, like yung school lang yung nirereklamo mo, parang kontra ka na ng school. How much more bigger issues, diba?
Exactly. There's a line that Elijah says, as Edjop says, that you don't have to follow in his particular footsteps. So activism does not. There's no one face to being an activist. You know, if you're standing up and fighting for something that you believe in, using the tools that you have to do that, these actors are doing that. I am trying to do that as a filmmaker, and so many other artists, so many other people in different fields, in different, you know, in their wheelhouse, is trying to do what's right and trying in their small ways to make a change, then that is being an activist in your reality, in your society.
And for as long as you don't impede anyone's rights, but for as long as within your Bill of Rights naman, ano problema yun, diba?
Tama.
So anyway, last question for Frankie and for Elijah.
Chocolates.
Wala.
Hindi ba yun yung last question?
Hindi ako si Tito Boy.
Sorry. Mali.
So my last question is,
Ang ganda.
what is, ano yung katangian ni Edjop na lagi mong dinadala araw-araw that you usually do it every day? That is embedded within you. Chocolates. Then let's start with Elijah. Ano yung Edjop sa'yo?
Edjop sa akin, I think yung pag-asa nga na sinasabi ni Direk Katski, and marami akong while playing this character, syempre I learned so much from him. I feel like I grew as a person as well, learning about his life, learning about who he is, his essence as a person, why he was led to make those choices and live that kind of life. So di ko alam kung na-imbibe ko na ba lahat ng yon. Syempre ibang level si Edjop. I won't say I'm close to that. I'm far from who he is, but I try to keep my core intact, which is my love for my country, my love for my family, and keeping the hope alive.
Yeah,
And your love for chocolate.
And my love for chocolates,
Beautiful.
indeed.
Your love for chocolate.
Yes, Frankie, how about you?
I think for me, I see it not only in Edjop but in his contemporaries, at least in history, like Leon Alejandro,
Yeah.
right? And I think that like what must be above all is yung integrity, no? Like the refusal to sort of move the needle on what we understand to be good, just out of what's comfortable.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and si Direk, sa'yo Direk, no? For being a filmmaker for more than 20 years, ano yung Edjop sa'yo?
Hope. Hope and inspiration.
Yan.
I think
So,
I'll end with that.
let us be inspired, mga ka-vibes. Kailan showing yung Edjop and saan kayo mamayang hapon? Go ahead, Direk.
Mamayang hapon kami ay nasa Southwestern University.
See you guys.
See you guys at
Mga
1
taga
o'clock.
Southwest.
Kita-kits.
Yeah.
Oo, kita-kits tayo.
Ano tawag? Southwest?
Actually, yung Southwestern University, the short, parang jargon ni Southwest.
Southwest.
Oh,
Talaga?
Southwest.
O,
Yes.
Southwest.
Ano tawag sa students sila para prepared kami later?
Ano kasi,
Southwesters?
Southwestern University Cobra sila eh.
Cobra.
Cobras.
What's up, Cobras?
Tapos mali, hindi naman pala sila yun.
Sila yun.
Andun kami ng 1 o'clock and then kita-kita tayo doon. September 16 na po in cinemas nationwide. Sana panoorin nyo po ang Edjop.
Huwag niyong
Magugustuhan
piratahin.
ninyo ito. Huwag niyong piratahin, oo nga.
Huwag niyong piratahin, huwag niyong ipasa-pasa sa Telegram. Manood kayo sa sinehan.
Tama.
Okay.
Pang ano nyo, ano tawag doon? Student book review, hindi, movie review.
Movie
Review, yes.
Review.
Parang tama no, papanood ko mga students ko niyan because I'm also teaching
Yes,
sa
please.
USJR.
Thank you,
Oo.
Actually, naalala ko nga si Elijah. I'm teaching may iba lang at radio and TV advertising. Tapos nagplay ako ng commercial just sa sample. Ikaw yung nasa corne. Ay, sorry, yung brand. Ikaw yun. Ikaw yung nasa ice cream. Yung ginanon mo yung ice cream.
Wala nagagamit
Siya
mo.
nga yun, Siya yun. Hindi ko sinabi. Sabi
I
ko,
was
ganun
16
lang.
years old.
16 yan.
Speaking of
Or
16, the film is R16.
R16.
Yes, the film is R16.
So, 16 and above po.
So at that
Manood
age,
kayo.
you could have watched Edjop na.
Oo, pwede
yeah,
na.
pwede na.
So,
Pwede
16
na,
years
pwede
old
na.
and above.
Yes.
Ayan. So, once again, Elijah, Frankie, and Direk, thank you so much, Direk Katski. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much
September
for having
16, ayaw si Piata, mga ka-vibes, sinihan, si Buok Nasod, Edjop, mga ka-vibes. And syempre, Southwestern University, alauna ng hapon. Nasa nito, mga ka-vibes. So, salamat sa pag-uwi.
Thank you, DJ Kim. Thank you,
so
FM.
much. Palayan ito, mga ka-vibes, dito lang sa 93.1 FM Radio Cebu.
This is FM Radio. FM Radio. Favorite music radio.
93.1 Maanan.
My favorite